I'm afraid to report that menopause isn't necessarily the end of endometriosis. Endometriosis isn't just a menstrual health disease. It doesn't specifically start with menstruation and end with menopause, as women have been led to believe. Symptoms can persist despite entering menopause, whether it be organically, chemically, or via hysterectomy. With menopause, we now know that for the most part, women can safely undergo hormone replacement therapy. However, HRT poses a predicament for women with endometriosis, as endometriosis is an estrogen-dependent disease. Women may suffer endo symptoms with HRT, with some women being outright refused the treatment. This applies to women who've experienced breast cancer too. If medically advisable, HRT can be a helpful tool for curbing many of the detrimental effects of menopause on the body. Osteoporosis, for one. Menopause is a life cycle that all women will go through, typically between the ages of 45 to 55. Perimenopause is the transitional period that leads up to menopause. It can kick off from ages 34 to 37, 7 to 10 years before you enter menopause, where your periods completely stop. And it's not just hot flashes that indicate that menopause is pending. Women will experience irregular periods. I'm talking shorter cycles where you're having your period more frequently, and heavier periods. Other symptoms include brain fog, insomnia, and mood swings. I'm talking anxiety, irritability, and depression. In perimenopause, women's estrogen levels increase as their bodies try to keep ovulation going while things are actually starting to slow down. This can aggravate conditions like endometriosis. I'd be interested to hear from women with endometriosis who've undergone perimenopause if that excess estrogen has made their symptoms worse. So only when your periods stop completely have you officially hit menopause. At that point, your ovaries stop making estrogen. The body can still make estrogen, for example, through fat cells, but it's a much lower and different kind of supply. With endometriosis, it often feels that estrogen is the enemy. However, it's an amazing hormone that's responsible for many of the body's functions and overall health. It's so impactful that when levels drop in menopause, rates of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and cholesterol go up. As estrogen decreases, as does metabolism of lipids in the liver, allowing fat to build up in arteries, increasing the risk of cardiovascular events. In menopause, you may also experience higher levels of the stress hormone cortisol. When the ovaries stop producing estrogen, your adrenal glands, the glands that sit above the kidneys, take over as the primary source of sex hormone production. During menopause, when experiencing high stress, the adrenals start pumping out cortisol. Chronic stress can lead to constantly high cortisol levels. This has a knock-on effect on all other hormones, thyroid being particularly sensitive. Cortisol speeds up aging, shrinks your brain, disrupts memory, interrupts sleep, makes you feel anxious, breaks down collagen and elastin, and raises blood sugar levels. Keeping your blood sugar levels balanced is key, because when insulin levels are dysregulated, it affects how you feel. Mood swings, sugar cravings, memory lapses, hot flashes, night sweats. So what are the easiest ways to naturally manage the effects of menopause, including the management of insulin and cortisol levels? Cutting out or reducing high sugar or refined starchy carbs. These play havoc with your blood sugar levels and hormones. Eating quality protein with every meal. Ensuring you include a wide range of colorful veg and low sugar fruit. Consuming adequate fiber daily to keep glucose levels steady and to help with high levels of cholesterol. Being active, incorporate movement daily. Brief bursts of activity are best. For example, 10 bodyweight squats every hour are better than a single 30-minute walk for blood sugar regulation. Managing stress. Find an outlet that suits you. Meditation, breath work, walks in nature, cold therapy, community. So there you have it, my menopause roundup. I'm curious, how has menopause affected your life, your psychological health, your endometriosis and/or adenomyosis? Please share your stories in the comments.